Bungie walks away from Destiny 2. Final content update coming in June. This is a heading from an IGN article. This is pretty sad news. I can't say I played Destiny 2. I didn't. I did play Destiny 1. I probably sunk 1,000 hours into Destiny 1, which is a lot. Probably the closest I've ever come to anything like Minecraft for a amount of hours I've actually sunk into a video game. And yeah, it was just because of a unique time period in my life. And I love the world of Destiny. Like I really do. I think the lore behind it is just so cool. When I was a kid, or like I guess a teenager, I used to love watching Stargate Atlantis and Stargate Universe. They would be on every week on TV, and I would get home from school and just be so stoked that like the Thursday night episode's coming out and I'm going to be able to see the new episode of Stargate Universe, and I absolutely loved it. I love sci-fi. Like I adore sci-fi. And when Destiny 1 came out, I remember seeing the trailer and looking at like knowing it came from Bungie. So like it came from the Halo universe, which I never played that much. I didn't grow up on Halo, but I always wanted to. But I knew that it was going to be good. I knew it was going to be a banger, and I had to have the game because like everyone was so stoked about it. It was like the hype around it was so big. Everyone knew it was just going to be a good game because it was coming from Bungie, and Bungie made good games. And watching it, I saw the trailer. I'm like, I'm going to buy it. So I ended up buying a PlayStation 4. I got the white edition, the Destiny PlayStation 4 edition, which was dope. It looked so cool, looked so good. And around the same time, I had an accident, so I ended up severing my Achilles tendon. And I don't know if you know what, if you've ever known of somebody who's done that, or maybe that's happened to you, but it really fucking sucks when you sever your Achilles tendon. And yeah, it was a bad accident, and basically I wasn't able to walk. I couldn't walk for 6 months, and then the other 6 months afterwards I had to relearn how to walk. So it wasn't until like a year and a half before I could run and play sports again. It was a pretty brutal journey, and it gave me a lot of context into, you know, what it's like for people with disabilities, and gave me a lot more empathy for people who have it hard when they can't, you know, they have mobility issues. So I don't actually regret it happening. It actually was, in a way, it was kind of a blessing because I learned a lot from that. But yeah, at the time, because I couldn't walk, I was just stuck inside, and all I had to do to entertain me was Destiny. And it was so awesome, like, that Destiny was the game that I got to occupy my time with, because it was just such a great game. And I loved the lore. The lore was so cool. It was phenomenal. And that's one of the things that keeps me coming back to science fiction is lore. I love the story. I love knowing, like, and uncovering all the little pieces of information about a universe. To me, it's just so fascinating and so cool. And on top of that, like, the gameplay itself was just the icing on the cake for me. Like, it was just fun gameplay. Having a strike team of 3 people going in and playing missions was chill. You're doing it with your buddies. I remember getting quite a few of my friends into Destiny because I was telling them how awesome it was. They ended up buying it, and then we'd play the game together. And it was great because, you know, I was stuck at home and I couldn't go out anywhere. And then I could still hang out with my friends online. And it was just an awesome time. And then, like, let alone the raids being one of the most fun experiences I've ever had in multiplayer gaming, ever. Like, the raids, like, it was special. Like, it was just so cool. Like, the first time a raid would come out, everyone was trying to race to complete the raid. No one knew how to beat it. There was no, like, tutorials or guides out yet. So, like, you were in there with, like, 5 other people. Some of them may have been your friends, or other people, like friends of friends, and you're all trying to figure out, like, how do we solve this puzzle so we can beat the raid, because there's a race to see who can beat it first. And it, like, just being there and, like, being into the game at that time, and, like, so many other people loving the game, and that moment, that era, it was just so special. Like, if you got to experience it, like, you know how special it was. Destiny, like, especially the first Destiny, like, it was just something else. and I loved it. And that's why I ended up sinking 1,000 hours into the game, partially because of the injury, and then partially because the game was just so damn good. But I didn't end up getting into Destiny 2, and I think it was partially because at the time I had taken a break from video gaming. I was on a hiatus for a while because I just sunk so much time into it, and I kind of wanted to do other things in my life. So I did hear that like Destiny 2 is coming out, and I did want to play it, but I didn't end up getting around to it because I'm like, okay, I'll play it a little bit later this time. I don't want to be right in the thick of it right now. But then I found out that the company behind it, I think, well, I don't know if it was a decision by Bungie or if it was a decision by somebody else, but what ended up happening was they ended up removing lore and story from the beginning of Destiny 2. And I remember when I heard that, it literally killed any desire I had to play Destiny 2. Because the biggest reason why I played this game was because of the lore. Like the fun element of the FPS shooter MMO was there. I enjoyed that. But to me, that was just like the functional element of the game. What actually drew me in was the lore and the story, which I wanted to uncover and unfold. And as soon as I found that they removed that there was a section of the story you couldn't play, there's content that is no longer there, I was just like, all right, I'm out. I'm not going to play Destiny 2 now. And to me, because it was just a decision that was just so stupid, because it's like, I want to experience the story from A to Z. I don't want to have this gap. It's like watching your favorite television show and then you completely miss out on a season, and then like you go into the season following and there's a bunch of like information you're missing and characters have maybe died or like, you don't know what's happened. And then you're like, well, this kind of sucks. I want to watch everything in order. And of course, I could have gone and watched it on YouTube and completed the story through there and then picked up where it left off in Destiny 2, but I didn't want to. I wanted to experience it in the game itself. And I'm kind of the type of person that like when someone makes a decision like that, or a company makes a decision like that, my automatic reaction is just to boycott them, because I just think it's not right. You fumbled and you should fix it. And if you don't fix it, well, I'm still going to boycott it. And that's what I did. But I know that Destiny 2, for a lot of people, it was a great game and a lot of people really liked it. And even amidst that problem itself of the content being removed, there was still a lot of great content inside of it. Though I did hear there were some DLCs that were not that great. But regardless, it was a good game. And it's sad to see that it's getting sunsetted now. Or more basically, like no more content updates are going to come out for it. Because I remember how special it was. I remember how special Destiny was for me, especially in the time period when I couldn't walk. It was just amazing. And I'm so grateful to have got to experience that. And I'm so thankful for Bungie for making that amazing game and that amazing experience that so many people got to experience. Like seriously, it was awesome. So it's sad to see that for folks who do love Destiny 2 and still play it today, there isn't going to be any more content for them. And it's a sad thing, really, because the franchise itself is so awesome. It's so interesting. The lore behind it is super cool. And the game deserves a sequel for sure. Like Destiny 3 should be on the menu for Bungie, but I don't know if it will be. And the one element is, will I ever play it now again, especially after like the whole lore gap that there is in Destiny 2 and me not having played Destiny 2? I don't know. I think the only thing that would really bring me back is if there was either a lore reset or somehow I could get recapped on everything that happened in Destiny 2, which I probably could if I watched a YouTube video. So if there is a Destiny 3, I might play it. But, I don't know. It's just, there's something about like removing like canonical lore that's just like not okay. And I don't know. I didn't like that. So we'll see. But, maybe what could happen is they could retcon lore. Who knows? Like maybe that won't happen. I'm talking basically about a video game, the sequel, which I haven't played much of, so I can't really weigh in at the same level as someone who has continually played from beginning to end can. But maybe the lore will kind of end up like the Alien franchise. You have like multiple canonical storylines that are both canonical. I don't know. If you ever look into the Alien canonical franchise, it's pretty wild where the lore goes, but I digress. Yeah, it would be nice to see a Destiny 3. I still think in general, the lore behind the game is just so good that it deserves a third entry in the series. And, you know, maybe what would be even better is a prequel to the first game, which would probably be pretty awesome. I don't know if they could do that, if that's something that could happen or not, but you know, it was just awesome, man. I wish I could go back and just relive that moment once again. The launch of Destiny 1, playing it with my buddies online, playing the raids, it was so good. So yeah, it's sad to see that's getting sunsetted, and you know, I wanted to make this little video as an ode to the folks who do remember those good times, remember the launch. Maybe they have really good memories from Destiny 2, and they just want to hear a little story about that. So if you tuned in, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one. Then out.